Prince William and Theresa May pay respects at Battle of Amiens centenary ceremony. Prince William and Theresa May are in France to attend commemorations marking the centenary of the Battle of Amiens, the beginning of the end of the World War I. The event, staged at Amiens Cathedral in northern France, is telling the story of the conflict which heralded the beginning of the period known as the 100 Days Offensive. Speaking on behalf of the Queen, Prince William paid tribute to the city in northern France which connected the Allied forces in France and the UK. He said, "I am delighted to join you all today to mark this important centenary on this historic Amiens Cathedral." From the very first start of the First World War, Amiens found itself at the heart of the conflict. For most of the war it was just behind the Allied front lines. Military personnel soon became a familiar sight on its streets. For thousands of servicemen it became a home away from home. Amiens was a city of connections. Its railway line was a vital link between Paris and the south. Here the armed forces of France and the British Empire came together. It connected the Allies. Mrs. May has paid tribute to the courage, bravery and skill of troops who fought in the First World War. Battle of Amiens as a poignant commemoration service marked its centenary. Relatives of soldiers who served and died in the conflict also spoke of their pride and sadness as they joined the Prime Minister and the Duke of Cambridge at the event staged exactly 100 years since the start of the offensive. The battle changed the course of the war, as the comprehensive Allied victory, due to superior tactics, use of technology and leadership, finally convinced German commanders they could not win. From the start of the battle exactly 100 years ago, August 8, 1918, successive military victories eventually led to the surrender of German forces and the end of the conflict on Armistice Day on November 11 that year. General Sir Henry Rawlinson, commander of the 4th Army, combined air and land forces, from Australia, Canada, France, America, and Britain, to great effect during the conflict. He had learnt the lessons of the Bloody Somme offensive, where he played a prominent role, employing improved tactics and new technology, utilized alongside subterfuge, from concealing troop numbers to ending the practice of firing range-finding shells so there was no warning of the attack. The battle saw more than 500 tanks from the UK's Tank Corps deployed, more than 1,900 British and French aircraft used, tens of thousands of troops present, with the Australians and Canadians prominent in the attack, and all supported by more than 2,000 guns from the Royal Artillery. Over the following days the gains made by Allied troops were huge, with many miles claimed from German forces, but its real impact was on the morale of many in the German high command, convincing them the war could not be won. During the commemorations, both William and the Prime Minister will give readings during the service and lay wreaths as a mark of respect. They will also meet descendants of the soldiers who fought during the battle and hear their stories told by relatives. They will be joined by Armed Forces Minister Mark Lancaster and Chief of the Defense Staff General Sir Nick Carter, who is head of the Armed Forces. General Sir Nick Carter said, "The Battle of Amiens marked the beginning of the end of the First World War. It was a remarkable achievement over the course of the war to expand the military, molding a new citizen-based force into a very accomplished fighting force, against a backdrop of rapid technological change.